Welcome back. Limiter caps. Those little caps on the adjuster screws on carburettors. What are they? Why are they there? Why do they exist? What do they do? Well, let's take a little dive and see. Welcome to the Repair Specialist channel, because knowledge is power. So, let's get to it. Okay, so first of all, what are those limiter caps? Those plastic or metal caps on the fuel mixture screws on your carburetor. Not all carburetors have them, but if you do have them and you're trying to adjust your carburetor, believe me, you will know about it. Basically, they're there to restrict how much you turn these screws, usually allowing a very small range of adjustment, maybe a quarter or half a turn in either direction. But why do these limiter caps exist? Well, number one is emissions compliance. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, environmental regulations, especially from the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency in the US, and similar bodies in Europe, began requiring small engines to meet stricter emissions standards. You see, two-stroke engines naturally run quite dirty. They burn oil mixed with the fuel. And carburetors that are set too rich, thus burning too much fuel, increases emissions. So the limiter caps help ensure that the carb stays within a legal adjustment zone that balances emissions, fuel efficiency and performance. At least that's what it's supposed to do. And so another reason they're there is factory control. Manufacturers also wanted to reduce user error. They don't want just anyone trying to adjust screws like this, because there's a possibility of over-adjustment making the engine run too lean of fuel, and of course if it's too lean of fuel then it's too lean of oil, and this of course can lead to engine seizures. Adjusting in the other direction, making it too rich, can cause engine flooding. It can coke up the spark plug and cause general running problems. And historically, upon fiddling with these screws and having the engine run badly, the general public or the customer has tried to have this under warranty claims rather than their bad fiddling. So limiter caps were designed to protect both the manufacturer and the user from poor tuning decisions. So what types of limiters are there? Well, there are plastic limiter caps. These clip onto the screw head and stop rotation past a certain point. And then there are those that require specific shaped tools. For instance, the screw heads can be different. Some are D-shaped, Pac-Man, or splined. And you can purchase a two-stroke carb adjustment toolkit, which normally has all of these different shaped tools within it. I purchased my whole kit for around £7 off Amazon. So how do people react to these limiter caps? Well, reactions range from understanding to downright furious. Pros might say they stop people ruining their engines, better for emissions and fuel efficiency, makes warranty claims less messy. And your average DIYer might say they make it impossible to tune properly, I know what I'm doing, let me adjust my own engine, they cause poor performance in real-world conditions. So why might it be that you may need to adjust the carburetor beyond these limiter caps? Well, the first one is altitude. Thinner air at a higher altitude needs less fuel. It needs a leaner mix, and so we may need to adjust the carb further than these limiter caps will go in order to get this mixture right. Otherwise we may flood the engine with too much fuel. Another is temperature or humidity shifts. This all affects air density and fuel vaporization. So again, adjustments may need to be done that are beyond the range of these caps in order to compensate. And then there's engine wear. Older engines may need a richer mix of fuel to air to compensate for compression loss. And then there's aftermarket carbs. Many clones are slightly out of spec and may need more adjustments. And then there's fuel changes. Ethanol blends or stale fuel can cause lean conditions, and we may need to richen things up again out of the range of these limiters. And then lastly, there's engine performance. Some people just want to squeeze out more power, and these caps often do limit maximum performance. So how can we overcome these limiter caps, if necessary? Well, first of all, only do this if you're confident in what you're doing. A poorly tuned carb can indeed destroy an engine, especially if you go too lean. It can create seizures. Of course, the manufacturer wouldn't want you to, but you can actually remove the caps. You can use a small pick, pair of pliers or a screwdriver and carefully pry them off. They should pop off. Some rotate and lift off easily, others more stubborn. I've also known others modify the caps. I've seen some people drill or file them to expand the adjustment range. I will say though that, on a legal note, in some countries like the US, tampering with the emissions control is illegal, especially for commercial repairs. That said, home users working on their own tools often do it anyway for practical reasons. It's just important that you know the risk. So in summary then, some final thoughts. The limiter caps exist to balance emissions, safety and reliability. They're not designed as an evil, but I know they can be frustrating in the real world use. Many experienced users or pros carefully remove or bypass them to restore proper tuning, especially as tools age or operating conditions change. So just always tune with care, especially on the high speed screw, to avoid engine damage. I will say though, on occasions I have actually removed some of these in the past to try and get better adjustments on carburettors. In fact, sometimes I've found it a burden, because once the cap has been removed, usually so has the guide that allows the tool to poke through onto the screw nicely, and you find that you can't actually get the end of the tool onto the screw very well and stay there whilst you're adjusting them, because the caps did have part of the tool guide on it and now it's been removed. So just consider that as well. So anyway, I hope you've gained some knowledge with this video and you've found some usage. I want to thank you so much for watching.